what is quite interesting in this topic is that it's by nature multidisciplinary. So it means that it's kind of complex topics. So many academics from different backgrounds, from IT, from economics, from finance, from actual science, from management, can tackle and help to have a better understanding of this topic. So first we need to create kind of topology of cyber risk and cyber offenses to be able then to analyze them and then to be able to manage them. And here it's wherever it will be quite interesting to have this exchange with industry because, of course, they are used to, so first they might be victims about those cyber attacks, so have some data, some experts' opinion about it, how it works, and also to be able then about management, how to price those risks, and here insurance, reinsurance sector, of course, is number one for that. Right now, I think it's a topic which overlaps already some risk analysis for instance, operational risk. So somehow, I mean, it's kind of hot emergent risk, which is not so well defined because it can overlap different types of risk. As I say, operational risk might be one. Often whenever people complain about consequences, it might be behind some cyber risk, but they are not necessarily aware of it. So here you have as well search and investigation about this to be made. And so I'm from mathematics, so of course for me it's more the modeling part which is of interest. And here I think cyber crimes are kind of extreme events also, and it's lucky that they are still kind of rare events. Involving some methods from extreme value theory is quite something that I'm looking forward to, trying to handle it through this approach. It doesn't mean that it's unique. Of course, it will be combined approach. As I said, it's very complex topic. So it means that, as we have seen this morning in some presentation, working only on the historical data is not enough. We might lack some data, and otherwise it involves so much dynamic, it changes a lot. So of course we cannot base all our analysis and management only on historical data, but it means as well so to be able to have kind of a scenario, have some simulation to see how it could handle. It implies also systemic risk because you have those networks, so we could use as well some methods which have been developed for systemic risk, which might be quite useful in this context. And Bayesian approach, expert opinion, stress scenario. So somehow it's very rich topic from an academic point of view because it's you will have not to be in only specialized a tiny field. You need really to combine methodology, to work with different experts and so on. So I think you have different projects going on in different countries. So being between Paris and Singapore, so I can, for instance, at NTU, they had like a big project on cyber risk, which has been supported as well by industry and MAS. And in France right now, we start as well project with gendarmerie, national gendarmerie. Yeah, exactly. Because here, so you have some rule where whenever you want to be insured, you need to complain to the police to have some document saying that indeed you have been attacked and how much would complain and how much did you lose. And so somehow we are lucky because now we are working with them. And so we have access to a big data set. And of course, we have to work with them there in their place because you cannot get out the data. And it's kind of, you have much security about that. But it's very interesting. So we are now trying to adapt some method that we developed for extreme to see how to classify and to see how to analyze those data sets. So this is in France. So I mean, I know mainly those two because they're working between the two countries, but of course they are different. It's international research, so of course I'm sure that there are plenty of work going on as well. But as I said, still it's nothing in terms of modeling, for instance, in terms of insurance company. There are not so many things going on yet. I mean, we need to understand much better. In terms of pricing, it's something which is, we have heard this morning, I mean, in terms of industry, it's kind of open, and there are not so many models which have been developed right now. So it's, I think, interesting in terms of that too, because it means we need really to focus, to put our strengths together to understand better and to be able to model, mainly for pricing.